Hi everyone, welcome. This is part 3 of my color along. This is Teresa Goodridge's new book, It's a Cat's World. This is also a freebie. I will link down below if you are interested in joining. I have been missing for a little while. I got a little sick, had a quick ER trip, got that all fixed up, but the medications, the antibiotics and things slowed me down a little bit. So I am playing catch up now, and I'm really sorry for that. I know a lot of you went ahead and finished it, which is great, but for those of you that are still waiting on me to kind of work along with or whatever, we are back. I'm going to try to get 2 of these done close together. I'm going to quickly do a few of these background things, and then I'm going to do a separate one just on the bubbles. So if you are looking just for the bubbles, you will be able to find it, but I kind of want to walk you through my background process and my soap bottle process so you understand how I pulled my colors and reflections I did for the bubbles. So I'm going to pull you in a little and we'll get started. Okay, so first thing I am going to start with, sorry about the bump, is my background color up here. And I decided I was going to go like a pale yellow. So I am just going to outline this in goldenrod. It matches my wood, it matches my kitty, and I will probably do one of these down here or the floor, so it will kind of make this a cohesive piece. Again, it is a little busier piece. The bubbles make it feel a little more busier than it is, but we don't want to pull a whole ton of colors. It gets messy and busy and hard to tell what's what if we pull too many colors. Okay, I'm going to do a little darker right here, like that handle is shadowing. And the shadowing part is up to you, it doesn't really matter, but I'm just going to come around this brush a little. I did come over my brush with a black pen, these two, to bring in the black from the blanket. That's the only thing I did off camera, and that was just so it would be dry when I got to this part to show you the background. So I hope everyone is having a great Saturday. I am doing better than I was throughout the week, which is always good. It was a rough week. I was ready for the weekend. So okay, then I'm going to pull Jasmine, and I'm totally slacking here. Give me 1 second for those of you that are using a different brand of pencil. I had a swatch sheet going for this page. Again, I am not all together just yet. Closer. I meant to have this video up last night. I told everyone I was going to have it up last night. And then I had one other, I'm looking for a swatch sheet real quick. I had one other video that had to go up for a person that sent me a book. And by the time I got through that video, I just felt so yucky and hot, I was done. I couldn't make it. Okay, so this is Jasmine. So goldenrod, jasmine, and cream. Now, if you want to add a darker color to this to outline like the actual outside, you can do that. Sienna brown would be pretty, you know, a dark or a light brown, not a dark brown. I'm going to start with these colors for now. Let's see how they go. I know right now I need to darken this a little here. Okay, and I did not leave a fuzzy edge. Okay, so circular motions, blend those pencils together. Notice I'm leaving some white. That's going to be my highlight. I'm still going to have spots where this is going to be brighter that are not shadowed. Come around these brushes. Now notice I'm working around my bubbles. A couple of them will be yellow, like this one I might do. Not all of them. So I'm going to do my bubbles all at once so I can work out the colors as I go. I have a process with bubbles. Okay, and then I'm just going over so that everything matches. Almost colored the bucket, don't do that. Okay, working around the kitties here. somewhere dragged in a little blue. Not even a blue I was using, which is weird, so I'm going to sharpen my tip and try to get rid of that if that's in my pencil. Again, working my medium color around the kitty here. He's not really shadowing the wall, but he's not a highlight spot either. Okay, coming in with our cream. And I will come in closer on the next one when I do bubbles, but I figured since this was a large area, it would be easier if you could see how it was coming together than the actual just coloring of blank spaces here. Okay. Around that brush, being a little careful I don't drag my pen. I don't think my pen will smear because it is super dry, but always good to be aware and practice that. Okay. Now these are soap drops, so I'm going to remember to do those a little different than the actual circle bubbles. Okay. So if we have any rough spots in our background, which I have a little, I'm just going to blend those out a little better. Always come back with your darker now and go over the cream, and that will blend them beautifully. Okay, I like how that is looking so far. Okay, I'm just kind of working out some of the lines I can see. I haven't looked in the camera yet to see what you guys can see, but these are ones I can see that have to go. All right, so there is my background color. Again, that comes down here, so you might want to follow it. I'm not going to clear the whole thing. I'll do the rest of that off camera. I will show you quickly. Now, this is not going to blend even though I used goldenrod on both. You can tell these are very different yellows. So once I get the other colors in, same with the orange cat. Sometimes people are like, oh, I don't want to use that color right there because I just used it on this. Depending on the colors you're mixing with, you will get total different results. But your eye will still connect, which is neat. Okay, so that will all be filled in yellow. Then we have our cute little soap bottles here. And I think I'm going to do one of mine in pink, and I'm going to do that for the reason that when I do my bubbles, I'm going to be reflecting colors. So I'm going to do this one up here, pink. I am going to color through this bubble. Now anything you do on one side of the bubble you want to do to the other, so I'm just going to lightly pinken that so I don't forget which pink I used. Again, the next video might not be a super long video, but I will do it just on bubbles for those of you that have been asking me if I've done the bubbles yet. Again, super sorry about that. Sometimes life just gets you, and I got hit way harder than I expected. went to the doctor's office, expected to be home that night, and that was just not the case. So and then of course, you know, they give you medicine to make you feel better and bring your blood pressure down, and then I just didn't feel good to do anything, talk to anyone. I told a couple people where I was, that was it. I was like, ugh, nap time. So I'm going to add a little bit of hot pink to the soap on the inside. I do want the soap to look pink, but I want it to be a little darker than the rest of the bottle. There we get a nice pink soap feel. I keep coloring that label. Okay, coming in with the light pink. Really needed to pull a swatch sheet. My kittens had a heyday on my desk while I was gone as well, so everything is a little mixed up. That's my hot pink, my regular pink, and my light pink. Deco pink, actually, for those of you following in Prismas. I will get my ducks back in a row here, but I've had a lot of people waiting on this, so I was like, you know what, it's quiet. Kids are home, but it's quiet, so we're gonna get this up and going. Just cleaning off the tip of my white real quick, because I am going to come over this soap bottle with my white. There are bubbles in there as well. I will probably do them in gel pen for now. Just darkening this section here a little under my label. Making sure I got everything nice and dark up here. Alright, and that is going to be our pink soap bottle. Actually, I'm going to pull one darker of a pink. This is processed red. And I'm going to use a very tiny amount of it just up here on the one side. And I did cover the shine mark, but I will fix it. But I want to make sure I have this blend nice and smooth, so I'm not going to worry about the shine mark right this second. There, that looks nice. Okay, I'm going to kind of do the same thing. I'm going to make this whole little bottle pink, I think. I was going to switch up colors, but I kind of like the look of it. Okay, and then white, or deco pink, excuse me, white. I meant to cover the white. Okay, I'm going to do this, a little bit of yellow. It looks a little silly. So we're going to blend it out a little so it doesn't blend in with the wall too much. Do this section, yeah, and kind of alternate them. So this I'm going to do in pink. This I'm going to do in pink. Do this label in pink. Okay, keeping that nice highlight color. And then yellow. And clean up this label a little bit one more time here. And then I'm going to come in with the yellow I used up there. This is yellow ochre, so not your brightest yellow, but that is one bottle down. Also, while I'm over here with this, I'm going to do this brush. Look a little wood-like. I don't have my next brown pulled yet. Sepia. Kind of putting it in wild. And then let's try sienna brown to blend them together. So the bristles I'm going to come back over with the goldenrod. This I'm going to blend all the way. And then I'm just going to make sure I have it nice, no lines, and we're going to finish filling in this brush. I kind of feel like a couple spots got skipped with colors. Going around the outside with the dark and the tips of the ones right there. A little bit of the yellow ochre. There's my brush. So we can make these matching or we can swap them up. Undecided, but I am going to quickly do this fish soap in an orange. So I'm going to pull my orange colors real quick. So this is just regular plain old orange. Make this look like it's indented. Again, working around my bubbles for now. Okay, this is yellowed orange, which is a brighter orange. Not as bright as I want. Hold on one second. Really don't have my ducks in a row today. Spanish orange, brand new, ready to go. So I'm going to take out a little of this, because it looked fairly close to the orange I just put in. Okay. Leaving that little highlight tip right there for canary yellow. Now this is just soap, so you don't have to make it look all highlight and shiny, but again, for the reflection of the bubble right here, I'm probably going to need some colors. So I'm going to come around the soap with the canary yellow. A little right there. And then I'm going to work the rest with this. Reminds me of a bar of Dial. That's good. This would also have been cute green or blue. because it is shaped like a fish. Just wanted to correlate my colors some more here. Okay, so there's our bar of soap. Now I am going to do one of these towels here, this one. So these are my pale green colors. I'm horrible at this today. Kelly green, for those of you in Prisma, sap green, and then pale sage. I also use these as my vintage greens in case you need them for future reference. Okay, so I'm going to highlight with my dark everywhere that should be dark. I'm going to keep these edges pokey so the towel stays looking fuzzy. There is a difference in fuzzy and scraggly. You don't want a bald looking towel. It's losing its fuzz. I had to see what my little one was up to. Alright, finishing up this little towel here. Usually bathroom sets match. I don't know if it matters when you're washing your kitty, but I think half the fun of coloring house pages and things is making them match. So I'm going to do the decorations yellow, and then I'm going to flop and do that yellow. So this is my next lightest green, the sap green light. I'm just going everywhere I did the Kelly green. Okay, pale sage. Can't even remember my colors today. Coming in with my darkest and just kind of putting my fuzz back in that got wiped out a little. Okay, so I will not do both of these towels, but I will show you this one. So this is that jasmine. Yellow ochre. You can kind of get what I'm doing here. I'm just darkening a couple spots so that when I come in with the cream, it will highlight itself, just like that. It's a little off camera there, a little wild. Okay, this is the yellow I was going to use. Oh, there's another bar of soap. I will probably make that one pink to correlate. We will see. I don't have to worry too much about orange because I've got the orange and a little up there. But let's see, let's get this towel in and see what we're looking here. Again, that rough edge wants to stay as much as we can. This crease right here is going to be dark because it's where the towel's folded over itself. Okay, jasmine. And this isn't really a darker yellow, it just kind of tones down the yellow in the yellow ochre. I really like this combination. Okay, and then cream. blending everything out. Alright, so I'm going to finish up my little piece of background here off camera. This I will probably do green. This towel here probably be green. So just give you an idea of what that's going to look like. You're going to follow color-wise. And then keep an eye out for the next video. I should have it up shortly, if not tonight, first thing in the morning, on some bubbles. Questions, comments, please let me know. Thanks again for all the well wishes. Truly appreciate it. It was probably kind of quiet on this video, but I am getting back to 100%. I hope to see you next time.